speaking of Richard Pryor,
Right.
if you were to name, as a professional stand-up comedian,
Yes.
the greatest stand-up comedians of all time, excluding yourself.
I'm excluding myself.
Yeah.
I have a Mount Rushmore.
Yeah. Who's on your Mount Rushmore of stand-up comedians?
Richard Pryor,
Yep.
George Carlin.
Okay. Two more.
I love Paul Mooney. I love Paul Mooney. Like, I watch him a lot. Like, I love.
He used to write for Richard Pryor.
You damn right.
Do you, and you know, just as a side note, do you have a problem with comedians who have writing teams?
No, I don't have a problem with that.
No.
I just not. I mean, if you don't have the time, and some people just don't know how to write jokes. You got to get people to write jokes for you. It's always been around. Joke writing has been around. I write my own shit, you know. But I don't have a problem with that. I have a problem with people stealing other people's shit.
Okay.
Like, you get a team of writers and then you go grabbing other comic shit and then they be like, "Thanks, dog, stupid." You know.
It's funny because I had Gary Owen here the other day. He was saying how he had this one guy that.
I saw a guy open up for me one time, did the ice cream truck joke from Eddie Murphy. And I'm not there like this.
I got some ice cream.
There's
Just
no way.
like that?
Oh, I was like this. There's no way. I think he changed it to like mint chocolate chip was the flavor. But I'm literally like about to go up like there's no way. And I had him taken off the show. I told the club, I said, "Oh, I don't want him opening for me." And they was like, "What?" I go, "He's going to start doing my bits."
Really?
Okay. So Paul Mooney, Richard Pryor, George Carlin.
Richard Pryor, George Carlin.
You got one more.
Okay. I would say Bill Cosby, man. I would say Bill Cosby. After all this shit, I'm just separating.
Well, no, Bill Cosby himself was one of the greatest.
One of the greatest. And Bill Cosby influenced Richard Pryor, man.
Yeah.
He sure did.
You're saying how the voices are similar.
Yeah, man. And I'm like, no, that would be my, I think that would be my, Mount Rushmore of comedians as far as learning the craft and really watching a craft being done would be Pryor, Carlin, Mooney, and Bill Cosby.
Well, you actually did an impersonation of Bill Cosby as a priest?
I think I did.
Hold on, let me pull this up.
That's awesome.
Bill Cosby is a priest.
You see, in the name of the Father and of the Son and the Spirit. Right? Bill Cosby is a priest. Yeah, I mean, oh my God. Yeah, those are the guys that you look at as far as, because Carlin was like a master of words. He wasn't always like the super funniest one, but his word play was nasty as shit. He was so smart, you know what I mean? And Paul Mooney, he just didn't give a fuck. He was just in your face, you know, just hardcore in your face with the race thing. He pushed the race thing. Richard Pryor was not only race thing, but he always talked about his life, you know, opened you up to his life, growing up in Peoria, being raised by prostitutes, the whole nine. And he pretty much, Dick Gregory said it best, Richard Pryor did brain surgery on America, man. He really did. He just picked out all this shit and everybody got to see themselves no matter what walk of life you're from. He was able to convey that to everybody. He was so vulnerable. That's what made him, to me, like the top.
I mean, who would I replace? I haven't seen too much of Paul Mooney stuff.
Right.
Outside like the Chappelle show and
Right.
stuff and some of his roasts and stuff like that. So I'd have to take him out of the list just because of familiarity.
Yeah.
Takes nothing away from his talent. I think I'd have to put Chris Rock in there.
Rock.
You know, I would keep Pryor.
Right.
I'd keep Carlin. Bill Cosby. I may have to keep Cosby. I mean, but I mean, well, would you pick Bill Cosby over Eddie Murphy?
Yes, I would.
You would.
Yes. Yep. Eddie Murphy is one of the greatest, like, comedic, you know, actors ever. Like, movies wise, he has some of the greatest stand-up specials. But I wish I would have seen him do more stand-up to actually compare, because he did it. He did his specials, then he just did movies after that.
Yeah.
So Cosby never stopped performing. Rock never stopped performing. Carlin never stopped performing. Mooney never stopped performing. Pryor never stopped performing.
Yeah, you're right. I guess the movie money was just too big.
Right, but Eddie's still iconically one of those. Because most of us, we copy Eddie Murphy when we're acting. We go, "Man, suck my ass, man." You know, we got that from Eddie.
Yeah.
Like every black and white comic copies Eddie Murphy in
Right.
scenes. We're being Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, and Eddie got it from Richard.
And Eddie says it. I got it from Richard Pryor. So yeah, Eddie is in the realm. But as far as like I'm talking about watching a lot of stand up, I wish Eddie would have done it some more. But we don't know that. But that's why I put him. He's right under these people, you know. Stand up wise.
Yeah, I mean, Carlin was bad.
Man, he did so many specials, man.
I mean, in fact, Bill Cosby just did a stand-up recently.
Yeah,
he was
did.
at some old folks' home or some shit. It was like,
Yeah, the people that won't give a damn.
right.
He said, I'm going to say it to you guys because you might get a heart attack when the robber do.
It's funny because there's a Chinese restaurant that I go to when I'm in New York called Hop Key.
Okay.
And they had all these pictures. This was, I guess, one of Bill Cosby's favorite Chinese restaurants. There's all these pictures of him on the wall. After all that shit went down, all those pictures got taken down.
They all taken down?
They all got taken down.
Fuck him. You fuck women while sleeping. Fuck you, Bill Cosby. Suck my ass. No more Bill Cosby. No more Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
They had to, they didn't want to be associated with that. People would probably leave.